Mics are hot.
Don't touch my red button.
Mics are hot.
Oh, the red button's been touched.
Dang it. You got me. Race car spelled backwards is still race car. This is the Race Car Spelled Backwards podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Brad, and with me, as always, is Jamie, and this is the Race Car Spelled Backwards podcast, episode 41. We'll get that out of the way early.
It's a surprise episode because we got bored not recording.
Yeah, we took 2 weeks off. If you remember a week ago, we said we were not going to record for 2 weeks. We made it 1 week, and now we're recording.
We're like, there's so much that's happened, and I'm bored not recording.
I mean, really, not a lot has happened as far as NASCAR news goes, but it was just very awkward not having something to do on Mondays, like, other than work. I mean,
yeah, we had work. Actually, I was just doing work.
You were out of town
was
last week. You were in Texas, so.
Yeah, Texas is a big state.
Yeah, he was in the Houston, Texas region.
Have you noticed everyone in Texas will let you know it's a big state?
Yeah, everything's bigger in Texas.
Well, you know, I noticed that I needed
the fail.
I needed larger pants after eating in Texas constantly.
Some good food.
I don't know if it was good, but the quantity was a lot.
She had a good trip.
It was good food. We went to a fancy Italian restaurant.
Them Italians.
Mm-hmm. And I thought
You had some pizza?
I had some pizza, but I thought it was like personal size, and they brought out like this 20-inch pizza and put it right in front of me since I ordered it. I was a little embarrassed. I still only had 3 slices.
Did you share it with anybody else?
Nobody else wanted it.
It made you stare at it the whole time?
No, I said, hey, can I get a box for this? And
at least they had pizza. The last Italian restaurant we went to did not serve pizza. And you argued with her.
I did, didn't I? It didn't make any sense.
You even asked her to go back in the back and ask somebody if they would make a pizza, but still.
I volunteered to make the pizza.
Apparently they didn't have the dough to make the pizza.
00 Cupertino.
So we're recording in the camper today.
Yeah, the darn barn is
cold.
Sub freezing.
Sub
cool, as we say in air conditioning. We're going to do a sub cooling.
It was 38 degrees in the barn when I checked on it. So I brought the space heater and shoved it in the camper, and it actually works out quite well.
I think the camper might be better insulated than the barn.
It's dang sure warmer right now than that barn. So the big news, I guess, I was just looking on Twitter on NASCAR, and it's got the most popular driver award, the current top 10 running. Like, there's even does anybody really think Chase Elliott's not going to win? He's going to win every year till he
I don't
retires.
think he's going to win, but he's still going to win.
He's going to win. It's not rigged. He just...
Well, somebody on Twitter said no matter what he voted, it came out Chase.
Yeah. He's just he's complaining. They're counting all these votes up in Arizona, so we're not going to know for 3 weeks who won.
It might be after Daytona 500, we know.
Probably next year. So right now it's Seabell, Ryan Blaney.
Are they getting Reverend Warnock and Herschel Walker to count the votes in Arizona?
Probably.
Can they go past 3?
So we're in a runoff here between Christopher Bell,
not a runoff,
Ryan Blaney, Bowman, Kyle Busch, Chastain, Chase Elliott, Kevin Harvick, Larson, Truex Jr., and Joey Logano. Which, this is how I know it's wrong. I mean,
so who would you vote for out of that group?
Out of this group?
Let's eliminate Chase, because we know no matter what you say, Chase is coming out. Like, you might mouth Harvick, but Chase will come out of your mouth. You'll go Elliott.
I'll tell you I'll tell you. So we can't vote for Chase.
Yeah.
I would go,
you're number 2, because I'd vote for Chase too. It would be legit too.
Ross Chastain. Because this is why.
That's a big turnaround for you. That's 180 degrees.
I can tell you why.
Because
he gave us storylines all season long.
Well, that's true.
All season long. And he never backed off Well, I can't say that because actually I think he did back off being who he was. Like the rough, rowdy, bumping Ross Chastain, he kind of backed off that for a little while mid-season and then came back right around the chase time. So, but I like him. He stayed true to who he was. I just think at some point he needs to realize he's a superstar, and Trackhouse needs to start treating him like a superstar. Like
Really?
Ross, yeah, I do think. I mean, Ross just pulled a move that will be talked about. Our kids, my grandkids will talk about the Ross Chastain move. So that boosted his status. That boosted his value. Like, that boosted his sponsorship value. You know how much more he's worth to sponsors now?
Oh, tremendous amount of money. Buckets of money.
I showed my preacher the video clip of Ross Chastain and explained to him the importance of the move, like why he did it. He had no option to win the check to get.
And what races does he watch? He calls out like Act 617 and watch the kids try to find it quicker than each other.
Yeah, so he doesn't really watch racing. But I explained to him, and then I showed him the move, and I mean, even he was.
I don't even know if you need an explanation. That's just whack.
Well, I mean, to know why Ross did it. Like, Ross didn't do it to win the race. Ross made that move to make it to the next round, to have a chance to race for a championship. For the first time all day, he dropped to fifth gear, or went up to fifth gear, and just sent it. Nobody had been in fifth gear
closed his eyes, let go of the steering wheel, and
rode it out.
Help.
I mean, to me, that's why.
That's the move of the year. I give it to him.
It's the move of the century.
I mean, compare it to the pass in the grass with Dale Sr.
That wasn't even a pass in the grass. That was
a pass on your ass.
I'm wrecking.
I'm wrecking and passing your ass.
Yeah, it didn't work when Dale Jr. tried to go through the grass at Texas after we all sat through like a 30-hour rain delay. Then lap 2, Dale Jr. cuts the corner, wrecks. That really ruined that night.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Well, you're mad at Dale Jr. anyway.
He keeps yelling at me, dude.
Dale Jr. annoyed me for 5.5 hours when we rode up to Charlotte.
He was yelling at me today. I changed the voice.
You did?
I did.
I would just turn it off.
I'm like, what the? Why are you yelling at me, Junior? Stop!
Make a U-turn. Make a Lego U-turn, man.
You finally made it. Damn.
It's.
So I put his voice on Waze. And I'm a fan of Dale Jr., but you know what? I was arguing with him.
When we went to Charlotte, we were trying to listen to the Dale Jr. download with the Waze Dale Jr. voice. So it's like Dale talking on the download, and then it goes, "Hey, up here, you're going to want to make a left, buddy.
You missed your turn. Damn.
You missed your turn. Turn around, you idiot." I think they need to get like a door bumper clear. Get all 3 of the guys to work together. And you have all 3 of them screaming at you on Waze. What an idiot.
Brett's a dumbass.
All right.
We like you, Brett.
Oh, yeah. We like the whole Dirty Mo Media crowd. All right. So I got some gifts for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
So the first gift. So this week, the theme of the show this week as far as the reviews go, and you'll probably notice as we read through some of these reviews, is Thanksgiving Karens, or Turkey Day Karens, Black Friday Karens, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, I got that man Karen too we can read.
Oh, yeah, I got some man Karen. What's a man Karen? Is that an Earl?
Someone said it was a Ken.
Or Todd.
Someone in my house. Well, the wife or kids.
I like Todd.
I just like man Karen.
Yeah, man Karen. Or Todd.
Todd works.
Ken.
If you're a listener, your name's Todd. Sorry.
Brian. Really, Brad is what I've heard people saying, but I'm not using that one because that's my name.
That's a man Karen, Brad?
No. I'm not coining that one today.
Okay.
All right, so the first gift up is a Power Up 2.0 paper airplane conversion kit. Now, it looks like a little motor with a pole that runs from the front to the back with a propeller on it. This goes inside of a paper airplane. You charge it up, and it takes off. are supposed to take off. It says the Power Up 2.0 paper airplane conversion kit transforms your plain old paper airplanes into full-on flying machines that can easily shatter the world record for the longest time any paper airplane has ever stayed airborne.
Do they tell you how long that is?
Flight time. A single charge gives your paper planes enough juice to stay airborne for 30 seconds. Maybe more depending on the weather conditions and your throwing technique. A quick charge. Want to fly again? The Power Up 2.0 paper airplane conversion kit is designed to finish charging in up to 20 seconds. It's crash proof. Fly with absolutely zero worries. The Power Up 2.0 airplane conversion kit is specifically engineered to withstand various conditions.
That sounds like something I might want.
It looks pretty neat. So this was a Amazon early Black Friday deal. That's where some of these items came from on this week. So I figured to start off with Thanksgiving Karens. What better way to start off than with Karen?
Jeez, there's Karen.
Karen Nelson gave this a 1 out of 5. She jumps right into the 0-star trap with, I wish Amazon had a 0-star rating.
That's not a rating, though. A 0's not a rating.
You gave it no stars. Like, it's a 1. 1 is 0.
1 sucks.
There's no worse than 1. So if you give it a 1, you have officially given it the worst possible review you can give it. But to be a Karen, you almost had to say this, really.
She didn't even spell Karen right.
Or maybe we don't spell it right.
K-R-I-N. I mean, it is Car-in.
It's K-A-R-I-N.
Car-in.
It's K-R-N.
Karen.
K-R-N.
Karen.
K-R-N.
You sure it's not Corinne?
Maybe,
I knew a Corinne once.
Maybe it is Corinne.
But for today, she's
Karen.
a Karen. Doesn't matter.
We're going to go with Karen. I have no idea. So it says, I would not for the life of it even try to even get it into the air.
Well, how does she know it's going to work if she's not willing to throw it in the air?
I have no idea. That makes it would not for the life of it even try to even get into the air. Oh, maybe she's saying no matter what she did, it wouldn't go into the air. So she says, I followed the directions exactly, cut the rudders to exact height, and even flew it into the wind, just like it told me to. Yes, it did come with everything, but completely did the opposite of what it was supposed to do. All it did was fly for 2 seconds and then nosedive straight to the ground.
Sounds like she didn't do something right.
The propeller on the back isn't even properly attached properly.
Boy, that's a tongue twister.
It just slides on and just gets knocked right off when it hits the ground.
But you're on the ground. Gravity rules.
Remember, save your money. Do not buy this piece of crap.
Hold it. Look at Karen not spelling peace right. She spelled it P-E-A-C-E.
Peace and love.
What is she? You know what she is? She's one of them liberals that cruise around like she's all liberal and loves everybody, but is hating on everybody while she drives her BMW, flicking people off and screaming at Starbucks employees for not putting enough chocolate chips in her latte.
So she's like a liberal Trumper.
Isn't that how most of them are?
Oh, crazy.
The cow. Look at Pelosi.
She crazy.
Yeah, she cray. I mean, totally cray.
She's like 183 years old.
Because, like, all right, man, I'm not going to talk about my politics, but she's Speaker of the House, and she just resigned as Speaker of the House, and she's going to lose Speaker of the House. So she didn't want to lose, did she? So she resigned for a month?
That's why she resigned, so she didn't lose it.
That because she cray. She's a Karen. Karen Pelosi. That's what I'm going to call her now.
Karen Pelosi. I like that.
And just to be even, that Christian Lake or whatever her name is in Arizona.
Christy Lake?
Didn't she run for governor or something?
Wasn't that a night show host?
She was like a news.
Or that Carrie Lake? Carrie Lake, is that who ran for governor? Ricky Lake. That's the one.
Oh, well, maybe Karen Ricky Lake ran for governor of Arizona.
I think Ricky Lake was the talk show host.
Wasn't that the same person? They said she was from TV.
Maybe.
I think it was Ricky Lake.
I thought that was Carrie Lake.
That's Karen Ricky Lake.
Oh, maybe so.
I think it's the same person.
I have no idea, like, truthfully, because I'm not from that area.
Have you ever been to that area?
No.
No. She don't look right to me.
We're about to drive through, right?
Yeah, we are going through on our cannonball run.
Not going to be able to get out. We had to roll the window down and say, hey.
Did she win? Are they still counting in Arizona? We might need to be careful.
Well, if we get pulled over for speeding, we can be like, no, I need you to add this up and make sure.
Can you send this to count our speed?
I want a recount of my speed. I believe we were going the limit.
Officer, we are in a Prius. Are you sure it was us?
I think it was that other car that came by really fast.
But you have the Cannonball Run stickers on your door. Yes, officer.
Yes. What is that?
Is that what do they call that stuff? A demand ID state? Can we refuse to give them ID?
Yeah. You don't need ID to vote. You need ID to drive?
I don't know. There's weird rules.
And that's in Arizona, right?
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. Right to ID? Search and seizure? Well, that's a seizure. That's where you're falling around, jerking around, isn't it?
Yes. That's
It's the same word, though, isn't it? Search and seizure? Is that the same as a seizure?
It's different meanings.
That's when they shoot you with the electric gun. It's kind of like a seizure.
It's a different meaning. Same word, different meaning.
Is it spelled the same?
You want me to tell you how to spell?
Well, I don't know.
Somebody asked me to count chairs the other day, and I just looked down, and that was about like 25. No, it was like 35, 40.
I mean, until you got a lot of chair counting experience.
Well, none of us did. I just started counting and got tired of counting halfway through and just, 25. They're all brown chairs stuck in the back seat of a car. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell where one starts and where one ended.
I guess you could stack 10 and measure it, and then you'd know forever how many fit and say a 48-inch square.
In a Passat.
In a Passat. What is a Passat?
Car.
Who makes Passat?
Honda?
Is that a Toyota or a Honda?
I have no idea. I don't know a lot today, do I?
It sounds like a twisted Prius.
Passat.
Oh, that's a Volkswagen, isn't it?
It sounds
It's a German car. I should know that.
It sounds like some English dude calling you a pissant. He's a Passat. It's like the woman at the 24 Hours of Daytona that called you a peasant. It'd be like her going, you Passat.
I wonder if she's going to be there this year.
You peasant, you're nothing but a Passat.
As she gets on the general admission bus.
Yeah, you're riding the tram with us, lady.
You twat.
Get on, Karen.
I should stop. I don't even know what twat is. But British people say it all the time. That and bollocks. I think that's balls, isn't it?
Bloody hell.
You twat bollocks. That's probably out of context.
It wouldn't be the first time you were taken out of context.
No.
All right, so Candace gave it a 1 out of 5. She says, don't make the prop out of glass. I knew the prop would break the second I looked at it. They give you an extra prop because they know it will break. Got 3 flights, now going to the trash.
Why would you make a prop out of glass?
They didn't make it out of glass. I looked at it. It's plastic. Stephen F. said it's a waste. He gave it a 1 out of 5. First time I threw it in the air, it came back in 3 pieces. And he spelled piece correctly, Karen.
Yes, Karen. Good God. Great googly moogly.
Brandy gave it a 1 out of 5, said it's an absolute waste of money. Only 2 templates for the same airplane.
But can't you copy it on your copier at home?
Her son,
she wasted her 2 templates before copying.
One of the things I got out of here, so like she says, Brandy says at the end of her review, she says the airplane's a complete waste of money. My son was not happy. Grandma Rev said broke before the kids got to put it together. The kids were extremely disappointed. And
so how much is this, Brad?
Like $12.
Stop your bitching, people.
Yeah, I mean it's.
I mean, you're going to buy that on candy bars at the Dollar Tree.
But like, here's another. Georgia G gave it a 1 out of 5. She said it's inadequate. The parts didn't fit together. Her nephew was very upset. So
see, I go with hers. Georgia G, that's a good review.
But you got kids. My son was unhappy. My grandkids were disappointed. Kids aren't disappointed. This is a piece of crap stocking stuffer that you're buying to make yourself feel better. That you gave your grandkid or son 18 gifts.
And we're talking a paper airplane here. You're gonna fold it.
And this is, just to be clear, this is the Power Up 2.0. There's a 3.0 and a 4.0.
Oh, are they
if you
improved?
really loved your kids, you'd buy them the 4.0.
So you're a cheap bastard if you're getting a 2.0.
The 4.0 is remote controlled. You can turn left and right with it.
Wow.
You can guide it. So these are my favorite. So they have reviews from other countries on here on Amazon, and you can translate them to English. And then when you read them, it sounds like these people are the dumbest idiots in the world. So it says, I don't know if this is one of them. Like, I just know my favorite reviews to read are the ones that are translated from another language into English. So I'm going to go with Simone Rezik. You think I'm close on that? She's German. Would you go Simone Rezik?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Razik?
Rezik?
Riziki?
You sure she's German?
Yeah, because it says...
Is Simone German?
It says reviewed in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
It says
I don't know how to read.
My 13-year-old son discovered this product. The price was to get worse, so I ordered it. I'm assuming she means the price was going to go up. Also, this motorized toy is once again a severe disappointment, like most all remote-controlled aircraft in general. With the word target breakpoint, my toenails curled.
Toenails curled?
All manufactured.
I want a woman to tell me her toenails curled. Good night, almighty. My wife, basically, if she's listening. She's probably going, yeah, that's never happened.
Let's see. She says that this was very disappointing. The disappointment of her child was the worst part of this whole toy.
If you're going to buy your kid a $12 toy on Prime and he's disappointed, maybe you should spend $20.
All right, so the next item, Jamie, is one that I would never wear. I don't care what I look like. I would not wear this. But thanks to Heather on Twitter, she's the one who mentioned something about men's girdles. So the Slimming Men's Underwear Girdle Compression Underwear. These are boxers with...
It's like they go up to your tetes.
Spandex that go all the way up to your chesticles.
Your chesticles.
And whatever gut you have, I'm assuming they're meant to hold that in.
That dude's, I hope that's an ad picture. He's trying to look sexy, stuffed into that weird tube.
It looks like he has his boxers pulled up to his armpits. It looks like somebody gave this dude a wedgie.
Oh, I ain't this way, but you think with that tight latex thing like there, he should at least have a bulge. That's not a man.
Maybe it's just the printer.
That ain't a dude.
That's a dude.
I've seen women in yoga pants with
bigger bulges.
Bigger bulges than that. Huh.
Maybe it's computer generated. They take it out.
Could be.
So it's more than a boxer brief. This extra high-waisted piece includes 2 layers of our signature DuraFit moderate compression fabric to shape your entire torso, adding definition to the abs and sides. It also offers great back support to improve your posture all day.
Your posture.
Not said prostate, but
it looks like it's so tight it might cut off your prostate.
Along the top of the boxer briefs is an anti-slip grip lining for stay-put support.
So it guarantees love handles?
Yeah. The length of the legs is perfect for chafe prevention.
Well, chafe in your what? You don't have any man bulges there.
The open in the front is for easy wear.
Well, how do you pee in that thing?
That's the open in the front.
Is there a zipper?
I think it's just got a ball cut out.
It looks like a ball crusher.
No, I think there's a hole there and your nuts just drop through them.
It looks like those things at the gravel pit that they pulverize gravel with. That's a ball crusher.
So these are tummy shaper shorts.
I don't know.
Build your confidence. Slimming belly bulges is no longer a difficult problem while you wear this tummy shaper. It will hold your stomach in while slimming your waist down at least a full size. Dude,
So you're going to run out and get smaller pants just because you fit in this tube?
it's like, what are those things they used to wear back in like the 1600s on like Pirates of the Caribbean?
Chastity belts?
No. They put them, it's got the rope to tie them up, ties around their waist. Is that a girdle?
Pants?
Is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah, a woman's girdle.
Sachet.
Wasn't that a girdle?
I'm assuming.
The Victorian thing?
I thought it had like a special name.
The hourglass look?
Well, Brandon Kemp said, did not do what it advertised. The weakest part of the fabric is the gut area.
What do you think these dudes look like?
So if you have a small belly, this will force everything to the front and give you a larger belly, making you look pregnant. So one dude posted a picture and looked like he got a big old beer belly.
Doesn't look like it helped either.
Well, even in their promo pictures, it doesn't look like this helps. This is Spanx for men. That's all it is.
There it is, a corset.
Corset, yeah, that's it.
Look at that from the 1800s. Wyatt Earp would be happy.
So this is a corset with...
I'll be your huckleberry.
This is a corset attached to boxers, basically. Made out of spandex.
That guy in the picture don't have a huckleberry. He couldn't be your huckleberry.
Maybe he does have berries. That's why he can't see his huckleberries. Kel said it's a waste of time and money. Kel says, I'm a police officer.
Does that kill your burrow?
No.
No.
Kel says, I'm a police officer.
Why would a police officer wear this?
I'm highly overweight from all the donuts that I eat.
Oh, God.
And this product is for back support. This product would work great if it didn't twist, bend, or move at all. 1 hour into my shift, the legs rolled up and the waist rolled down. It was very uncomfortable and constricting.
Huh.
Naylene says it rides up and rolls down.
That's a man? Is this bisexual?
Well, maybe Naylene.
There we go again. What do you call it? We're unisex. Isn't that everybody? I'm trying to be inclusive here.
Gender
It's
neutral.
unisex, isn't it?
Gender neutral.
No. Did they outlaw unisex?
Unisex sounds like a unicycle.
That
Who
mean-
wants to ride a unicycle? That's one wheel. So it can't be unisex. There's two sexes, one wheel on a unicycle, so it can't be unisex. That's one.
A style in which men and women look and dress in a similar way. Unisex.
Unisex, not unicycle.
I don't even know what a unicycle is.
I'm thinking of Uno.
Oh, the one-wheeled thing you put up your butt and go
Yeah,
cruising
so
around in?
how can unisex be for two and unicycle only have one wheel?
But it'll go up every gender's butt, a unicycle will.
But think
It's
about
unisex.
it. Think about it. One wheel, unicycle. Two sexes, unisex. It makes no sense. How can uni be one?
Does that make it non-binary?
How can uni be one and two?
I think it's non-binary. What does that mean? Oh, look, I Googled unisex, and now it's called intersex. Oh, hold it. Never mind. We're going down a deep path here.
You better get off Pornhub over there.
Now it is on lsna.org. Oh, the Intersex Society of America. They have a lobby group in Congress. Oh, my goodness.
This dude's name is Naquash. Naquash or Naquash. He says there is no pocket for the man parts, and there is absolutely no stretch in that area either.
Bits and pieces, dude.
So if you have more than bits and pieces, this is not for you. Check out Paul Sherman. Paul Sherman posted a picture of himself,
Of his ball sack.
of his pregnant. Paul Sherman.
Oh, my God. I see
Paul
it now.
Sherman looks pregnant. I mean,
It looks like he's got man boobs.
so another
too.
one of the dudes said that this, like,
He needs a brawl with that.
he says it pushes everything to the center, making your gut look bigger. So maybe that's why Paul K. Sherman here gave it a 1 out of 5. It says it absolutely does nothing for me. It's just big underwear. Like, no.
No.
If you swallow a basketball, this is not gonna help.
That guy figured out how to get a sex change for what? How much are these?
So here's one that
$100?
I couldn't do the math here. So John gave it a 1 out of 5. He says 4 for a 5-year-old kid. Terrible sizing. This thing is so small. I wear a 2XL shirt. This is a 4XXXX. Come on, for the dwarf? For a hobbit? For a 5-year-old?
Oh my God!
My circulation is gone. I'm turning.
He's turned into a Oompa Loompa.
I'm turning purple. It's cutting me in half. The leg part's okay. The belly part, it is like for a skinny supermodel at 4'11" that don't need it. I'm going to go numb.
Remember on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where the kid, they said, don't touch that candy. He did, and he turned purple, and they rolled him off? That's this guy, John.
Yeah.
He's a purple Oompa Loompa.
It just cracked me up. Like,
you know what's crazy? Like, this one, 13 people found helpful. That means 13 people were considering this and took the time to say, yes, it's helpful.
Marvin said don't buy it because it doesn't have a fly as advertised.
Dude, you're going to wet yourself. Oh, I sat next on the flight home. Someone smelled like pee.
Like pee? Like cat pee or like human pee?
Human pee, cat pee. I was sitting there. They got nervous because I'm sniffing myself all over the place until I realized it wasn't me. So I looked at the guy. I'm on an aisle seat. He's in the middle. I'm like, it's not me.
Is that you? You should have looked.
I kind of insinuated.
You should have looked directly at him and went, do you smell pee? Because it's not me.
I mean, dude, shake that sucker at the urinal.
Well, maybe he didn't want to ask you to move. He felt uncomfortable.
So he peed himself to get me to move?
Yeah. That's my guess. All right, so the last item we're going to review is another Amazon Black Friday special. It is the Dude Bomb Toilet Stank Eliminator. The Dude Bombs are made with a refreshing scent blend of lavender, cedar, lime, and eucalyptus.
Hey, Dude Wipe sponsors a car in NASCAR. Same company?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, spelled the same. Backwards C, U, backwards C, 3 lines.
Dude Wipes, that's...
Well, these are Dude Bombs.
You can't wipe with a Dude Bomb?
I don't think I would try it.
Oh.
So it says it creates a barrier that keeps odor in the toilet and instantly neutralizes stank in the air. Our stand-up pouch sits conveniently on the toilet and can be simply dropped into the bowl whenever nature calls for powerful odor elimination. Dude Bomb's odor-destroying ingredients create an indestructible barrier. So go ahead with your bad self, while our bombs neutralize your stank in the air and leave no trace of the crime.
You stank?
Stank.
What the heck?
I stank. Dude Bomb toilet stank.
So could you do like you did with the Tide Pods on these things and pop them in your mouth? See how long you can live?
So Austin Wayne has...
We know Austin Wayne.
has bad diarrhea.
Oh, God.
And he gave it a 1 out of 5. And he has some stank. He says the bombs bubble and the chemicals get back on you if there's any backsplash. This is from the United States.
Are you supposed to throw them while you're sitting on the pot?
I think you're supposed to put them in there. I don't know. I would assume you put them in and wait a minute because...
Do you need to wear a condom for protection?
I mean, you probably need to wear pants. You got to wear Depends to protect your bottoms. You better hold your nuts. That's all I'm going to say. If you use these, read the package clearly. It states to not allow the chemicals to get onto your skin, though even after you let the bomb set in the bison and completely bubble through, it will still get onto your skin when you sit down. The bubbles pop and then the chemicals land on top of you.
What the hell? Is this an EPA super waste site?
The chemical agent will get into your skin. You will inevitably have to wipe it off with a damp cloth, if able.
If able. It just burned a hole right through my anus.
He said you still may break out in a rash. I'm assuming he broke out in a rash. The bombs also do not shield the smell. He says he's let multiple friends use these, and they all agree.
Multiple friends?
What kind of friend is this? Like, I want you to try it too.
Well, for many generations in my house, there was a pack of matches for when you dropped the real bomb. I don't mean dude bombs. I mean a real deuce bomb. No. You know, if you change that D to a C, it would be a deuce bomb. Is that spelled right? D-U-C-E? Is that a deuce?
That's what I was.
That's a deuce bomb.
It exactly would be a deuce bomb, wouldn't it?
Why do they call it deuce bomb?
All right, so B3 Players says, dangerous fumes, don't purchase. Package says, don't inhale fumes. Beside the blue ring around the bowl this product leaves behind, I found it very alarming to read the package and find a warning stating not to stand by or near the toilet while the package is dissolving in the water. Do not breathe in the fumes while the package is dissolving. I don't think this product is safe or should be used in the bathroom, which is not a well-ventilated room. The idea of fumes being released into the toilet just before I have to sit over the water is not a pleasant idea. I mean, how long do these fumes linger in the area? When is it safe to breathe?
Dude, none of these people have exhaust fans? I know some people, builders chimp out and they just dump it to the attic. At least dump it to the attic. Good night almighty.
I think it just sounds like the smell is overwhelming. The blue ring around the toilet, I read that in a lot of reviews. JG gave it a 1 out of 5. It says, overwhelming smell, leaves blue ring in the toilet if it hasn't recently been cleaned.
So what do these cost? The deuce bombs,
These are anywhere between $14 and $24 for a pack.
You know, they make these Clorox tablets you throw in the tank. They do pretty good.
Let's see, it's 40 poops. I mean, pods. Or it could be poops. So,
well, if you're using them for poops, right?
Yeah, but if you had to go really bad,
so here's what
you would have to wait 3 or 4 minutes for the dude bomb to dissolve so the chemicals don't bubble up and burn your butt.
Here's what I'm thinking. You drop your deuce, leave it in the toilet, and drop the dude bomb on the deuce. I mean, hopefully you don't have a floater because it could bounce back and hit you in the eye, right? And then you don't have to flush the toilet because this thing sounds like it's very dangerous. It'll just dissolve the dew and it'll save your septic tank.
Well, so
I'm not saying that this is true. I'm not advertising the product, but that's what I'm thinking. Won't it absorb the deuce in the dude bomb?
So MJ said these are Snuggle scent pods. But he's the only person that says it smells well. I only read negative reviews.
He liked the smell?
Yeah. Like Erie said it does not smell like cedar, eucalyptus, lavender, or lime. It smells like your average porta-john.
Okay, there's a review from Mindy. Why is she using a dude bomb?
Well, if you want your bathroom to smell like a porta potty, then this is the product for you. The scent is very overpowering, and I'm not usually sensitive to scents. So Mindy is obviously sensitive to scents if she's trying to cover up the scent of the poo-poo, right? Mm-hmm. So
what kind of deuce is Mindy dropping?
She says even though the deuce bombs were wrapped up separately, everything else in my Amazon box reeked of the scent and had to be aired out. I do not recommend this product. It is overpowering the smell. It literally smells like a porta pod. Everybody says it smells like a porta-john. She says Stacy Johnson gave it a 1 out of 5. Got these because her son loves their butt wipes, but these did not work.
So they are dude wipes.
She wishes she could give them 0 stars.
Ew.
Martha bought them as a Christmas gift for her son. Smell was so overwhelming it made them all nauseous, and they had to put the unopened packages into sealed plastic containers and drive them to the Amazon return facility.
I'm surprised the post office would take that.
Kamazu Akabuzi gave it a 1 out of 5.
He was probably, the U.S. Air Force might have dropped these on him in Iraq.
This is not a translated one, too.
Wow.
This is from the United States. This product is incredibly toxic. The label itself encourages you not to inhale the fume, and almost everyone will use these in closed spaces. Yeah, because if you're crapping in the woods, you probably don't need a dude bomb. The smell is unnecessarily overpowering, and whenever it is in the pods, whatever is in the pods, stain the toilet bowl blue after one use. The label also insists that you should not come into contact with the contents after the pod dissolves. But what about splashback?
Yeah, I would be a little concerned with splashback. Are you going to have blue stains on your butt?
I guess.
That's not right. And then if you transfer the blue stain to your underwear when you pull your girdle up, is that going to burn holes in your girdle?
Oh, yeah. So this week we got 3 gifts. We got the Paper Airplane 2.0, Power Up 2.0. We got the Slim Boxer Girdle underwears, and we got the Dude Bombs. Are you a yes on the Paper Airplane or no?
I'm a yes. I like Paper Airplane idea. I mean, when I was a kid, we tape on bottle rockets.
I think I'd bump it up to the $30 one and get the 4.0.
Yeah, if you can remote control it, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm gonna actually go a no on the Paper Airplane, but at least we got one yes. So on the slimming underwear, I'm a no, a hard no.
Well, having looked at that guy that looked pregnant when he put it on, and his breasties became like a 44 double D.
You should get it.
You need to choose, don't you?
You should get those, put them on, and walk in the bedroom like, hey, honey, here I am.
Yeah, that'll work. She'll just run into the closet and throw a bra at me.
She'll start laughing. She'll fall on the floor laughing.
Messed up, man.
Are you a yes or no?
No.
And the Dude Bombs.
No.
No, I'm a no. I'm not putting anything in until it's going to burn my nuts. That's not a happy thought.
No.
All right, so we had no racing.
We did have racing.
Well, we did have racing.
F1. It was about F1. F1 championship in
the Max Verstappen series.
Yeah.
Dude, I tried to watch the F1 race, and it's so rigged towards him.
There was less passing in that than there was at Martinsville in the spring.
Yes. That made Texas look exciting.
What is that DPS zone? Is that where you can get a little boost? DRS zone?
Don't pass?
No, there was some. He's out of DPS or something like that. What does that mean?
DPS.
Do they have a boost button on their steering wheel? We need to talk to our manager, Robert, about this.
I'm sure
it doesn't make any sense.
It's something they cheat with. Look, F1 is rigged. F1 is no different than the WCW or what is it now? WWE. It's wrestling. And look, wrestling's good because we all know it's fake, right? So if we all know F1's fake and we just accept it and they own it, then it'll be even better.
Well, as I was sitting there bored watching the race, I started doing a little investigation into old Maxie boy.
Yeah, so I asked Jamie yesterday, I said, hey, what is Max Verstappen, who's his dad? Because, like, Verstappen...
He looks like an arrogant douchebag. Have you noticed?
He's kind of like the Ty Gibbs of F1.
Yeah.
Spoiled douchebag. Douche canoe, whatever. I mean, that's exactly what he looks like. So, Jamie did some digging. Max's dad was a Formula F1 driver, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And his grandfather was a former boxer?
Yeah.
And Max was racing go-karts as a 9-year-old. And
it's kind of a man-Karen story. 2 man-Karens.
Yeah.
Multi-generation man-Karens.
Daddy Verstappen and Grandpa Verstappen beat the crap out of some dude at the go-kart track.
Here's the news article. Max's father and grandfather beat the shit out of the father of another go-kart racer when Max did kart. Oh, no, that was my text to Brad. That's not news. That's me. Here's from the news. After a 1998 incident at a karting track in which a man suffered a fractured skull, Verstappen and his father, Franz...
Did you say skull?
Franz. Well, my wife's from Minnesota, and she's Norwegian, so she says skull. I think that's what you say when you drink vodka.
Score.
So they were found guilty in court of assault, but were each given a 5-year suspended jail sentence after reaching an out-of-court settlement with the victim.
That means they paid them off.
Yeah. We got money and you don't.
Yeah.
Go buy yourself a Volkswagen Beetle.
That would be... It would be like Kyle Busch going to the racetrack at Millbridge and Brexton getting beat by a plumber and his son, and Kyle going over to the plumber, beating the ever-loving crap out of him, and then paying him off on the back end. That's basically what happened.
A wad of cash.
Except you'd have to have Kyle's dad with him, too.
But, I think Kyle and Kurt weren't raised very wealthy. He just came by it naturally. When he got the money, he acted like a man Karen.
Oh, he's 100% man Karen.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's just
You think it's an act?
Yeah.
Seems like a very nice family guy.
Persona he puts on is the man Karen. That's his racer.
So that's his Marvel character, Man Karen?
Yeah. Man Karen.
The Man Karen to the rescue! Get the fuck out of my way! I'm Man Karen! Excuse me, I said the F word again. Sorry.
It's like fourth time this episode.
Really?
You know, I was gonna start bleeping it out when you say it, but I can't figure out how to add a bleep.
But it's easier to click the rated R.
Exactly. So
yeah.
You know what I always say, if this ever offends anybody, we're truly sorry, but we don't force anybody to listen.
And we probably won't change.
No. We're old dudes now.
Yeah.
We're past. I don't think you change any after like 30.
I kind of tried to slow down with the F-bombs. I think I have, actually.
Oh, no doubt. Like compared to episode 1 and 2?
Or just real life.
Oh, yeah. Well, you slowed down in real life because you slowed down on the show. You started paying attention, so I think it slowed you down on the show.
Well, that's a compliment.
I mean, the preacher even mentioned it to you, noticing that you didn't use the F word as much. So.
It's like, wow, you don't use the F words. And I said, what F word? I was trying to make him say it, but he wouldn't say it.
So Dale Jr. goes to Florence Speedway and races in the South Carolina 400. Apparently, I didn't know this, but grassroots racing uses the same rules as Indian F1. If you touch somebody, you're penalized and sent all the way to the back. So Dale Jr. is out there racing with 12-year-olds, obviously people who are inadequate drivers. They're not going to make it to the cup level.
So you can't touch them?
And Dale Jr. just barely touches, what's his name, Matt Cox.
Van Stupin?
Dale basically wrecked Max. So the first time I got it. 3 laps to go, he gets into Landon Pimbleton, which really Landon gets into Junior and spins his own self out, but they send Junior to the back again.
And goes to the back twice.
Yeah, he still finished 9th after going to the back twice with 3 laps to go.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm really thankful I didn't waste my money going. I wanted to go. After North Wilkesboro, I wanted to go. But
do you know what I appreciate with him? He's not a man Karen with all his money.
Well, he didn't even complain about what happened. He didn't even say anything negative about it.
I got a question for you. Did you listen to the Dale Jr. download?
Yeah, with
Brian France?
Yeah.
What did you think of Brian France?
I'll be honest, it brought back a lot of good memories. Listening to it, like, look, the Car of Tomorrow was obviously a fail, but it brought good storylines out of it. Like, we only had it for a year. I mean, it came and it went.
Yeah.
If that's his biggest fail,
we got the money on this.
The sport grew.
Yeah.
Like 1,000,000 times.
But what did you think of him personally as a person? Because we've made fun of him a lot.
I could tell you right now, if I ever had an opportunity to go work for him, I would work for him in a heartbeat.
That's exactly how I felt.
Like
he seemed like a nice guy, you know, firm, demanding, but he wants you to succeed. Kind of like, you know.
That's what I mean. He just seems like a straight up dude, like a really good person. Like I thought the whole episode was good.
Do you think it's because he didn't go to a lot of races and didn't do a lot of interviews when he was the CEO that we had this misunderstanding about him?
Yeah, but I kind of agree with his stance. Like, if he's at the racetrack, then he's not doing what he needs to do to grow the sport.
But I thought he was a total douchebag until I heard that interview.
I did too. I thought it was because of him not being at the track and things like that. It made me think he was kind of a douche canoe. But after listening to that episode, it just made me think, like, I don't know, I just realized how much good he did. You know, people can talk as much crap as they want, but I tell you what I really liked is he did not go down the rabbit hole on Jeremy Mayfield. And he really took all credibility away from Jeremy Mayfield with his response.
Yeah, basically it wasn't worth his time.
Exactly. So if he would have argued it back and tried to give me his side of the story, it would have added fuel to the fire in a sense. It would have given credibility to Jeremy Mayfield. But because Brian France is like, no, it didn't happen.
You know,
I got no comment on that crap.
Jeremy Mayfield did not seem very sincere when he was on the Dale Jr. download.
You know, he wasn't ever even blue check verified on Twitter. So.
If it was 2020, he'd still be counting votes.
Oh, no doubt. That's probably why he hadn't been in a race car in a long time. He's still counting votes. He thinks he was most popular driver. So, what else we got? Ty Gibbs is going to go, the worst kept secret in the world. Ty Gibbs is going to the Cup Series, but I did not see it coming. He's going to drive the 54 in the Cup Series, not the 18.
I didn't see it coming, but it made sense after the announcement because he's kind of developed, you know,
his own persona
in the 54.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we talked the 18. They're going to give the 18 a break. I don't know how long. They didn't say, but notable drivers from the 18: Bobby Labonte, Dale Jarrett, Kyle Busch. So I think Ty Gibbs in the 54 is really helping set himself apart from those three guys.
Do you think I don't want to sound too negative on Joe Gibbs Racing, but do you think M&M's might come back?
No, I think Joe Gibbs Racing is going to be gone in a few years.
Well, you know, we're set up for the same crap with Denny.
Rumor is into 2023.
FedEx.
Yep.
FedEx and Denny. What the heck?
Next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so next year, supposedly, next year is it for FedEx. So that's two major sponsors.
Stay with Denny if Denny goes and races for 2311 because Denny has shown a lot of loyalty to FedEx when he said, I would like to retire driving the FedEx car if that's possible.
Well, I mean, I think in the current state, I don't think FedEx can afford.
How many big sponsors are left? That's it, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, as far as full-time.
Shell with Logano.
Yeah, but they're not primary. Like, I don't think there's any primary sponsor who holds the majority anymore.
It's kind of a shame.
I mean, remember back in the day you had Lowe's?
Interstate Battery.
Lowe's sponsored Jimmy Johnson and Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Oh, I'd like to touch on Jimmy Johnson again, going to GMS Petty.
If you want to touch Jimmy Johnson, you go right.
Well, no, not.
You just said you would like to touch
not
on
his,
Jimmy Johnson.
I don't want to touch his chicken tenders or anything.
You said I want to touch on Jimmy Johnson.
The subject matter. You know, subject is just empty. It's in the air.
Is that like a pronoun?
It's like an airbud.
All right. What's your airbud on Jimmy Johnson?
It's badass that he's partnering with Petty.
I think it's awesome.
And he's still going to be with Chevy. And I like the two drivers. New favorite team, dude.
Today,
I'm buying a hat.
Are they in alliance with HMS?
I don't know. Let's look.
Or RCR? I want to say they're in alliance with somebody. I thought it was an RCR alliance because Ty Dillon was over there tearing crap up, so they had to keep buying stuff from Richard. Now Ty's going to... Where'd he go?
He's
Rick
racing
Ware?
with is it Rick Ware or is it LaJoy's team? Isn't he LaJoy's teammate? Spire Motorsports.
Yeah, he's going to elevate Spire to the next level. Ty Dillon.
Isn't he really ensuring that
they have to buy crap from
his daddy? Yeah.
Pop.
So Petty GMS is with Richard Childress.
Yeah, but when's that end?
Oh, no. Here's a tweeter. Petty GMS will get engines built by ECR and have an alliance with RCR, but GMS already owned its building in Statesville, a building that had enough space for 2 trucks and 2 cup cars, so made sense for everything to be based in Statesville rather than Welcome. That didn't answer a freaking question at all, did it?
You must be on the Wikipedia.
Got more.
You must be on the Wikipedia.
Space Karen. No, I'm on the Tweetar.
Oh, the Tweetar. I thought Twitter was going to crash.
It probably has. Anyway, Chevy.
Elon Musk had like all those people walk out. I saw somebody tweeted like, "What happened last night? I thought Twitter was supposed to crash after all the employees walked out." And I was like, "Yeah, they didn't walk out because they realized you can't get unemployment if you get up and walk out. If you quit, you can't get unemployment."
So they're going to let him just fire him?
I think 33% of the staff or something like that's gone now.
But then they all make like $10 million a year.
They were charging thousands of dollars to verify people on the back end.
So
I'll verify you, but you got to Venmo me $1,000.
here's something for race fans.
Well, that's good.
The Valo Adelaide 500 is December 1 to 4.
The what?
Australian supercars.
You know you can adjust your microphone so it's not behind you.
No, it's keeping it on right near my left. What do you call that where your lips go together?
Your face?
No. Crease. Lip crease? See, I'm trying to talk out of the left side of my mouth.
Why?
I don't know. Someone with OCD does these things.
Oh.
So, if you haven't watched it, I watch it on YouTube, and sometimes it's live streaming.
Oh, the supercars?
Yeah, they're off the chains, man.
It's probably some of the best racing. I watched today their last race, Gold Coast. I think was what it was. It was over at Surfers Paradise is where they were racing at, but these guys send it into every turn wide open.
Oh, they're balls to the wall.
It's like 40 Ross Chastains.
Uh-huh. Like constant.
Nobody cares. And it's wide open, beating and banging. This is
you
what...
see when they go over those barriers on the turns? They're on one wheel.
It's Xfinity.
On drugs.
Yeah, on crack.
Legal drugs.
Legal crack.
Yeah, called LaCrack.
Lacrosse.
LaCroc. LaCrack.
LaCroc. Is that like shoes?
Isn't that a name of a racers in F1? LaCroc? LaCrack?
Dude, I pay so little attention to F1. I mean, I can tell you, I don't have to watch F1 to tell you who's going to win.
Well, nobody else had to watch F1 to see who was going to win.
He won 15 out of 22 races, and you want to tell me it's not rigged?
Oh, it's rigged.
There's no way it's not.
Have you noticed he looks like a frog?
He looks like Ty Gibbs.
Like someone put his bottom chin on a vice and hit him over the head with a sledgehammer and his lips just popped out. Go, sure.
For stuffing.
Yaval!
You better watch out.
You think he's Nazi?
Hey, his dad will whoop your butt.
Well,
and his grandfather.
I think they're like Nazis.
Pop is gonna whoop your butt.
As everyone at work knows, I'm part Jewish.
Isn't that right, Josh?
So the Van Stupens might be coming after me. No, Van Stupen, that's Steppen?
What is it?
What is his name? Van Stuypen?
Verstappen. Max Verstappen.
It sounds like a World War I ace fighting against the Red Baron, doesn't he?
He would never make it in NASCAR.
No, he seems too...
We couldn't pronounce it. Verstappen. Like, the announcers... Could you imagine Dale Jr. trying to say Verstappen? He can't even say Dinglebetter. I mean...
Do you think when he waves, it's kind of like the little Hitler salute?
We can't even say De Benedetto in NASCAR, so we definitely can't say Verstappen.
I bet you this is how he says hi.
No.
He says Heil instead. He puts his hand up and says Heil.
What else we got news-wise? Ryan Preece, did we talk about that?
Oh, yeah. Cole Custer's getting the shaft.
I don't think Cole cares.
But here's the question.
He's probably getting paid the same.
Does that mean Haas lost the battle with Stewart? Because Tony Stewart got his way.
I think Cole will do better in the Xfinity Series.
Do you think he needed a few more years to make it to Cup?
No. I just think that's where he maxes out at. And I also think when you're on a 4-car team or a 3-car team, what is Stewart Haas? 3?
4.
Kevin, Eric, who are we missing?
Cole,
Briscoe, that's it. So
that's a big team.
When you're on a 3 or 4-car team, 1 to 2 cars get the shaft.
But here's the thing.
I think
if you're the only one without a win, are they going to invest in you?
But think about this.
Except Daddy runs Haas.
2-car teams not always, but 2-car teams like Trackhouse seem to consistently have both cars running good more than 4-car teams like Hendricks consistently have 4 cars running good.
They usually have 1 dog, though.
Exactly.
They might have 3 good cars and 1 dog.
Yes, but not 4.
The same with Joe Gibbs.
Or it could be like Roush and have no good ones.
Actually, Joe Gibbs. Who's good? Denny? And bye-bye. Mr. Bye-bye.
Joe's about run his company into the ground.
Well, he's not a youngster. What is he, like 99 years old?
Well, you could say Joe's about run the country into the ground, too. So.
Wasn't he coaching? He was coaching the Redskins when they were wearing leather helmets, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was around when first.
No face bars, no face masks.
We went to see Chris Stapleton at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Chris Stapleton, Dwight Yoakam opened up for him. You know who that is?
I know the name. He's an old school country dude, isn't he?
He looks like Joe Biden.
Jill.
And he yodels.
Jill.
Yo, 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 yo. We got there, and we didn't have the best.
I thought yodeling was Swiss, not country.
We were sitting up top because, I mean, it was an arm and a leg for seats. It was just ridiculous what they charge for tickets nowadays. But me, my wife, and my son went, and I texted Jamie when we got there going, man, these seats are horrible. The sound was awful.
Where was it at? What was the venue?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Oh, yeah, that's known for sucky.
Well, it wasn't so much the sound as it was Dwight Yoakam. Like, my son was even looking like, oh, man, this is horrible. Because Dwight Yoakam, you couldn't...
Oh, you took your son there?
Yeah. He's a big Chris Stapleton fan. He plays a lot of that stuff on the guitar. I don't know any of
his music.
But once Chris Stapleton came on, even up high where we were at, it sounded really decent. So it was a very good concert. I'm glad we went. We had a good time. But Dwight Yoakam / Joe Biden is horrible.
Jill.
Yodel.
Where's my applesauce?
I just want to see Joe Biden get behind the podium and just start yodeling.
I'd like to see Joe Biden in the Daytona 500.
We'd still be waiting on him to count the cars. 1, 3.
Gentlemen, start your engines. Jill.
Repeat.
What button, Jill? Jill, what do you say? Jill, my hearing aids aren't working. Wouldn't you like to go next to Jill and just put your hand near his hearing aids and then go, whack, whack, whack?
Or when he's talking into his mic and they're feeding him info in his ear, I'd act like it's breaking. I'm like, you want the... Because then he'll just start repeating you verbatim, going, oh.
Hey, maybe he should send some dude bombs over to the Ukraine. Should we become lobbyists? We've talked about becoming lobbyists.
For dude bombs?
For dude bombs. Try to get the Defense Department to buy a bunch and drop them in Russian toilets.
When the DOJ spends $1.3 billion on dude bombs.
Would Putin complain?
What a wackadoodle.
You're burning my army guys' balls.
These dude bombs are horrible on the sack.
We're going to retreat from all of Ukraine. We hate the dude bombs.
All right. So we did hotel reviews this week from our first stop.
Yeah, so 350 miles. So we're going to do reviews.
We're doing the cannonball. Let's just recap.
And let's just say you have no clue when we're going to have our next episodes, because if we get bored, there's going to be another episode.
So we're doing the cannonball run in February. February 6th, we're leaving, I believe, is the date.
Taking the week off.
And we
figure we need gas every 350 miles.
From the Red Ball
Garage in Manhattan.
So
358 miles is Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Harrisonburg.
Mm-hmm.
Not Harrisburg.
There's Scott's son, Harrison.
Okay.
I think that's we work with a guy.
I thought we were in Pennsylvania.
We work with a guy named Harrisonburg. Wow, you think they named the town after him?
Is that Spanish?
I think it is. Okay. It's Latino.
He is?
He could be.
Christoph
Harrisonburg. Or is it Christoffenberg?
Christoffenberg, so he's German.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe he is German. With curly hair.
All right.
So, we're going to talk about hotels we're not staying at because we can't stop for anything but gas. Because we're trying to do sub 40 hours. And I did this one Days Inn in Newmarket, Virginia. It's a little north, but I did this just in case going through the mountains, getting to the Shenandoah Valley, used too much gas. And I went to an academy there, boarding school. because
So at Sporting's good store.
I had too much fun as a child, and my parents didn't want to deal with my fun, so I got sent to boarding school.
An all-girls boarding school.
Yeah. Well, no, they wouldn't have done that.
They knew better.
I was very into girls. The problem was they weren't into me.
It happens.
So this is Stephanie Atkinson. She says, without a doubt, the worst place in the world. Now, I've been to Newmarket. It's not the worst place in the world.
She's never been to the Beach House Inn.
I think that's gone now.
Maybe. It looked gone, but, you know.
Well, our Best Western's gone.
The Beach House Inn looked gone when we stayed at it 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. It looked like a hurricane.
That was this year. You realize that?
It was. It was this year.
It's crazy. That's 41 episodes ago.
Well, Stephanie says the rooms are extremely dirty and unkept. When asking for a refund for the terrible rooms, the gentleman only refunded me for the night I had yet to stay and not the night I had experienced.
Well, you still stayed the night.
You stayed there. Why didn't you check out early?
Yeah.
Gentleman, I don't think he's a gentleman.
Gentlemen.
Told me that they didn't check the rooms all the time. So
What?
Wow. So they might not know how dirty it is. And also said that maybe the person prior to us had pets, resulting in a dirty room. So they don't clean it. He's admitting they don't clean it.
It's probably a pet-free room, too.
She says there's no way a pet would have caused all that. Well, is she a dog expert?
All of what?
Is she a canine trainer?
But I need to know what I'm looking at.
Well, she says the lock on the door was non-existent. It looked like someone had peed on the chair multiple times. Now, I don't know
Someone or something.
I don't know what a multiple peed on chair looks like. Do you?
I would think a human would pee more quantity, like more gallons of water or urine than a dog. I've never bottled a dog pee and bottled a human pee.
Are these people third world that stayed before her and just thought the chair you peed on?
Well, maybe their legs were broke and they couldn't get up out of the chair, so they just peed.
That's possible. Or it was Joe Biden
maybe
watching daytime shows.
No, so it says the lock was non-existent. Somebody broke in, which broke the lock off, beat the crap out of this dude, broke both his legs, left him sitting in a chair, and he had to pee himself because housekeeping doesn't check daily, so he might have been there for a few days waiting.
Is changing your underwear part of housekeeping job?
If your legs are broken and you can't walk, then at least they can call 911.
You can take Interstate 78 to Interstate 81, which we will be doing, and then getting on Interstate 40 to go all the way to California. That's basically a route. So I guess the mafia could drive there to break your legs and make you pee in your chair. Is that a mafia thing? I mean, The Godfather never showed a guy peeing in his chair, did he?
This lady vacuumed the floor.
That's what she says. Where did she get a vacuum?
Well, I mean, it was dirty, and the guy said he don't have time to check it every day, so maybe he just said, hey, here's my vacuum, Stephanie Karen, you go right ahead.
So she vacuumed the dirty floor. Light panels had fingerprints on them.
Well, that happens, okay?
Is that what you call the light cover over the switch, a light panel?
Maybe. Has to be.
How dirty are your hands if you're leaving fingerprints? Did you clean your butt without toilet paper?
All you gotta do is put your kid in the back seat of your car and you have fingerprints on the window.
That's true.
So fingerprints happen easily.
Shower curtain disgusting. Pillows as flat as the bed. They should be embarrassed to offer these rooms to guests for the price of $115 a night. I would expect more for a $45 a night hotel. Hold it. What is it?
How much was this hotel? $45 or $115?
Huh.
So here's what I'm going to guess.
So she's saying a $45 hotel, she would have expected more than what this $115 hotel was?
No, I think Stephanie went full Karen mode here and jacked the price up from $45 to $115 the first sentence.
You think Karen is her middle name? Stephanie Karen?
Then in the second sentence, she forgot that she had added to the original price, and so she forgot her lie from sentence to sentence.
How do we know she didn't pee on the chair?
I'm thinking she stayed in it one night.
Someone dropped some dude bombs in the toilet and it freaked her out, so she went and peed on the chair. Huh. Then she says Then when I was getting my stuff out, a woman came to tell me at the manager's request that I had to be out in 10 minutes when obviously I was the one leaving and not wanting to stay here. No one needed to tell me that I wasn't welcome.
Okay, Karen.
She's a Karen. She's a Karen. She's just a flat out Karen.
It's a Days Inn. What do you expect?
Which is owned by
Wyndham.
Yep. And yeah, just for shits and giggles, I went with Days Inn in Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Heck yeah. That's 2 days in.
Grace, how do you pronounce that last name? I was going to say Huff, but that's my dyslexia screwing me. It's Herf. Isn't that Herf?
I saw Huff.
H-U-R-F-F. Harf.
I see Herft.
Herf.
H-U-R-F. Mine's smudged.
You think she's related to...
Is yours not smudged like mine?
No.
So I must have touched her.
Oh, you touched it when you got us water.
I touched Herf when I got water. It's turned Huff into Herft.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's got the enemy's name on it.
I won't give them a free plug.
No, but if you have one of their pieces of equipment, it's probably going to break.
Oh, yeah, because they...
have a lot of warranty problems.
Tons of warranty problems.
Yep.
And it rhymes with ya nuts.
You need a Daikin or a Goodman heating and air system in your home, period.
And flat out, the mini splits can't be touched.
Oh, no.
Just balls to the wall. Awesome.
All right.
But anyway.
Herft. Grace Herft.
Grace Herf. Do you think she believes in Grace?
Herft? I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not with a last name like
She's
Herft.
von Steuben's cousin.
Grace Herft.
She gave it a 1 out of 5 on Google. This was the absolute worst day I've ever had. Not only do none of the benefits on the sign, website, and Google profile actually exist, such as a working pool, breakfast, flushing toilets, air conditioning, and many more. Why didn't she give us the many more? I'm curious.
Flushing toilets seems like it would just be a
just normal
mandatory thing.
Yeah, I would think so.
So they had outhouses, or did the toilets just not flush?
Well, this is Shenandoah Valley, so...
Yeah, I could see an outhouse.
This is close to the interstate. If whoever's driving has the co-pilot look over to our right as we're headed south on 81, we could probably see the hotel and gauge whether the toilets are working or not as we fly by at 79 miles an hour.
Well, if we get gas right beside this, we can just run under their awning, get out and pee. And when they say, "What are y'all doing peeing in the front of our hotel?" we can say, "Your toilets don't flush."
Here's a fun fact. I did look at gas stations. One near the hotel is called Sheets. I sheets myself. And my toilet don't flush. Maybe we should go to Sheets. We definitely should not go to Taco Bell drive-thru while we're doing our cross-country run.
We're gonna have to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
I'm gonna Google what food gives you calories but does not make you poo. It's gonna say Gatorade, isn't it?
Reese's.
You gotta pee though. And we got to hold it for 350 miles.
I could barely make it an hour and a half podcast.
Maybe we could pop the hatchback and stand, get a harness, and pee out the back.
I'll leave my seatbelt on, roll over to the right or left if I'm driving. You'll have to steer. I can work the pedals while I pee out the door, and you can steer.
So we're going to take pictures of
me peeing out the door.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I can do that. Do we need a camera?
So you're gonna be driving, live streaming, and taking a picture of me leaning over the passenger door with my seatbelt on.
Oh, we do have cruise control.
Okay. Well, that still doesn't make it any.
We could each take a side of the car and pee out that side in cruise control as we die.
The guy behind us is like,
what the hell? His dash cam. Be a TikTok.
White dudes peeing out of a Prius.
Doing 80 miles an hour.
On the Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
We'll just pee on the side of the highway, man. It takes 3 minutes.
That's true.
I pee a lot, so.
So she goes on to say the toilet doesn't flush. But we knew that after numerous tries. The hotel is terrible and disgusting.
They had roaches too.
And even putting that aside, for $109 a night, everything online claims the prices are $45 to $75.
Here we go with that 45 again.
Maybe you shouldn't have checked in. The walls had weird stains and paint chunks. Ew, gross. They're probably owned by the same people. She probably had a pissy chair too. But
what I've come to find out is weird stains is usually doo-doo. Paint chunks is cheap management. Yeah, these are...
Toilet not flushing is no maintenance.
We're in Virginia, right? That's still on the East Coast.
Yeah, Mid-Atlantic. They're considered Southern.
I don't understand the $45 a night thing.
Well, the other lady did it, and she had a totally different name. Stephanie Karan Atkinson.
Yeah.
And Gracie Herft.
Yeah, but it's 45 to 75 is a heck of a gap. All right.
$45 won't get your room anywhere, even at the
here's your sheets.
Wyndham Resorts.
Your sheets are unwashed.
The sheets were unwashed, yes. So she stopped at the gas station. They sponsor. Which car does Sheets sponsor? Isn't it an Xfinity car?
Does it?
Isn't it SHETTZ? Sheets on myself.
Is that a gas station?
Yeah.
That's the gas station you're talking about?
Where you sheets on yourself.
I thought it was SHITZ.
No, that's shits. Shits on yourself. I think the family would. That may have been their original name, and they said, hold it. In Germany, that means awesome, but here in America, it means poo-poo.
It means poo-poo.
Yeah. So the sheets were uncovered.
What?
Unwashed and covered in hair. That's what it was. Dude, where are all these people losing their hair? I mean, come on.
I'm bald, man. Don't ask me. I don't have that problem. Mine all fell out already. Look, she says there was paint and other kinds.
There was a hole in the wall next to the bedstand table. Well, that's for people to watch you. And then there was a splotch of pasta sauce. I don't think it's pasta sauce. I'm sorry.
That's blood.
Yeah.
Or is it brown?
She
says, or some matter
of that sort. So she's still claiming
some type of sauce.
She's hoping it's food, but it's not. I'm telling you, lady, it ain't food. But here's where, look, she goes totally Karen here. The TV didn't play any of the shows I was wanting to view.
I can't believe that TV would do that to her.
What?
How you going to blame the TV? It ain't the TV's fault.
Stay away from this inn.
Okay, Karen.
Now, because we're going to talk Van Stopensteimer, look at this guy's name. Next review. Super 8 by Wyndham, Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Mike Van Houten.
Kind of like Herf. There's a lot of Germans in the Shenandoah Valley, isn't there?
Van Houten.
Look at the next guy. Lysander. What is going on? Do they allow... I'm a quarter Jew. Am I allowed in the Shenandoah Valley? Do we have to do a DNA test to get into the Shenandoah Valley?
We'll just drive fast.
We're in a Prius, Brad.
We'll drive as fast as the Prius.
Semi-fast.
Just don't smile at anybody.
A little over the speed limit.
Don't make eye contact, and you'll be okay.
You think you'll get pulled over by, like, Sheriff Pusser going, is that a Jew sitting next to you, Brad? Can I see your ID?
I don't think that's going to happen.
And you're going to have to say, no, he's just wearing his hat backwards, you stupid man.
Let's say, ID, that's racist. I don't have no ID.
I identify as someone without a license.
I identify as somebody about to pull away, and you're going to not chase me.
Officer, can you give me my pronoun from my license?
Sorry, sir.
So we're going to tweet out pictures of our Prius. Our badass Prius with speed. It has a rear diffuser like the next gen car.
And a trailer hitch.
I'm going to take that down. It might cost us a few miles per gallon.
You should get the nutsack to hang.
That'd be so redneck.
On a Prius.
With a nutsack.
I bet some people will talk about it.
With the Cannonball Run sticker on the side. Sea to shining sea.
You could put the nuts hanging from the travel or the hitch, and then you can get a bull tail, like a tail from a bull coming off the back.
So if anybody out there hasn't seen the Cannonball Run,
It's a movie
you need to see it.
with Bruce Willis.
I can't remember. No, that was Reynolds.
Reagan.
Ryan Reynolds. No, Burt Reynolds. That's his name. I was even a young buck when that came out.
Ronald Reagan.
Reagan. Jill,
I remember that movie, Jill. Can you cue it up on the net of Flixies?
We're gonna make America great again, Jill.
I think Bo Biden listens to us, Brad. I think he's one of our listeners. On that map, did you see that Delaware dot?
That's Bo.
That Bo.
anybody named Bo is redneck.
Probably Jill.
Jill and Bo?
I think Jill listens.
You think Jill listens?
Oh yeah.
I think she's mad because we said we'd rather hang out with Obama Biden.
Did you see?
No, that's not his name either. Damn it! What was his first name? What was Obama's first name? Barack. That's
Barack
it.
Hussein Obama.
I think Biden would be jealous that we'd rather hang out with Barack.
What's Joe's middle name?
Karen.
Does he have a middle name?
Applesauce. He's Joe Applesauce Biden.
He was around in 1883
I think he fought in the Civil War. He's a veteran.
on both sides.
He claimed to have been offered a scholarship to the Naval Academy, but they can't find any
He
evidence.
graduated from a historical black college.
No, I think HSBC met that bank in Pittsburgh. Harris Tweeter Bank.
Harrisburg,
Harrisonburg.
Tweeter.
Harrisonburg. You know, we're going to go to Harrisonburg and Harrisonburg. What's the capital of Pennsylvania?
Harrison.
Is it Harrisonville?
Steelers.
We might need to figure this crap out if we're going to drive across the country.
That's how we're going to learn, man.
Boy, this is going to be like a 120-hour trip.
Where are y'all at?
Do you know how bagged
North
out we're
Dakota.
going to be when we get lost in Butte, Montana?
Where are y'all in
Oh
Idaho?
my God, they're going to drug test us when we get back. Our bosses can go, really? It took you a week to get there? You had to sell the car at a pawn mart and then fly back? 7 days to get across America?
Why are y'all in Toronto a week later?
Why did it cost you $6,000 to get to LA in a Prius?
How have y'all ended up in Central America? We're going to be in Miami in 3 days and be like, hey, I think we went the wrong way. Hey, boss, I think we went the wrong way somewhere. Oh, man.
All right, so we're back to Mike von Hoppen.
Like heavy smoke.
This is just a month ago. Look at that.
A month ago
He did, look,
on Google.
he tried to go that 0-star route. He did
That's it.
1/5 and then he did 0 stars, but doesn't it look like it's a 1 out of 50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it even worse, though.
So
1 out of 50 is worse than 1
Mike
out of 5.
Van Houten, you really effed that one up. First room had 2 roaches in the bathroom. That's it.
That's it. I mean,
In Georgia, that's
complimentary.
5-star hotel.
That comes with
That's the
everything.
Regency. One of the 2 beds weren't made. Room stunk like heavy smoke.
Okay.
Non-smoking room. Front desk upgraded us to a double queen room where we found blood on the bed cover.
That happens.
A cigarette burn in the top
Well, that's
And-
why you burn yourself.
and middle sheet. And another alive, not live, it's alive roach.
We saw a roach
On the bed and a dead one in the bathroom. I thought the bathroom already had 2 live ones. Oh, that was the other room.
That was when they had 1 king.
Oh.
Now they got 2 queens.
Spoke with others staying in the hotel who had the same issues in their rooms. When you notify Wyndham because their name is on the hotel, they just refer you back to the Super 8 who ignores the issues and basically calls you a liar. Good things, pictures don't lie. We'll never stay at the Wyndham Hotel again because of this. And you know what? There were roaches in his pictures.
Oh, he had legit roach pictures, huh?
No, they look like the end of a joint that you don't smoke because you don't have a roach clip.
Oh, those kind of roaches.
Yeah, I think this guy was a pothead.
They left 2 roaches in the room and he's pissed?
That means some rich people were there before him.
I don't know.
Then we got Josh Lysander.
This is like Josh, our friend Josh.
Yeah. Josh Lysander. Lighthouse Motel in Harrisonburg, Virginia. So I mapped this. I can't quite figure out why it's the Lighthouse Hotel. It's like 300 miles from the ocean. I was wondering.
Maybe before the Platonic shift.
They were oceanfront?
Yeah.
Could be. I didn't think of that. There are some rivers around there. Back when they had river boats, did they need lighthouses for the... No, you had land on both sides.
Yeah, with back around the dinosaur time, they had a lighthouse there.
Oh, okay. Or was that just cavemen dragging their knuckles and lighting fires?
Virginia has a beach.
Yeah, it's called Virginia Beach.
So
there's also a colonial beach in Virginia. I've been to both.
Which one's nicer?
They both kind of suck.
Yeah,
they're boardwalk cement.
I wasn't really
at Virginia Beach. What's the deal with cement boardwalks? It's called a boardwalk for a reason. You put boards there.
I didn't go to the boardwalk. We just hung out on the beach for a day. I like the beach. My wife would rather go to the mountains.
Yeah, I got the same problem in my house.
Well, yeah, I think we've had this discussion.
I'll run down to the beach and surf.
By yourself?
Yeah, while they go to the theater and watch movies. So anyway, the Lighthouse Hotel Motel Harrisonburg is a 1 out of 5, according to Lysander.
Josh.
Terrible. They don't fix anything wrong with the rooms. The stove didn't work. The carpet was in shambles. There were bed bugs. The doors warped from police kicking in so many times, and the doorknob is a pop lock and not a traditional turn lock.
What? What's a pop lock?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I think I copied and pasted the wrong review. But I'm going to go ahead and read it. Don't stay here at any cost. Go down the road to the Economy Inn. At least there you get what you pay for. Well, they're also owned by
Larry Simpson.
Larry Simpson. Wow, he actually calls out the owner. The owner-manager, Larry Simpson, is a pot-bellied slumlord. And all him and his nasty family do as far as work is snoop through your stuff when you're gone and take what they want. Awful place. If I could give it 0 stars, I would. Wow, that was a good accidental paste.
How did you manage to do that?
I was looking at one and pasted something else. Well,
At least you pasted a decent one, though.
Here's what happened. I got a work-related email Sunday night, last night. That's our day off.
Pretty off.
But I went and responded. Sunday night.
It's your fault.
It did. It threw me off. Because I went to work mode. I forgot what day it was. Then I realized, because I got 2 different laptops, I got the podcast laptop and the work laptop, I realized I was on the wrong laptop. So I got confused. So anyway, you know what they say. You got to know where you're going. And know where you're holding. Know when to fold them.
You got to know where you're going.
Know when to go.
I always thought they said you have to know where you're going to get there.
Oh, did I combine Know Where You're Going with a Kenny Rogers song?
You can't finish till you start.
That's true.
It doesn't end till it begins.
And,
the best time to start is when you wake up.
That's usually when I start.
See, I can make posters for a living.
You could. Will those be motivational or demotivational?
They'd be neither.
Inspirational. I had someone give me as a gag gift a non-inspirational poster.
Some anal plugs.
Well, they like that little rowing thing where there's 10 guys rowing. The rich kid sport.
Oh, yeah.
Where they got those funny little canoes that aren't canoes. Is it called rowing?
I think so.
Oh.
Boating.
No, I think that's just any boat.
It's called rowing.
No, they got those paddles and those seats to go up and down like you're pumping.
That's just competitive.
And there's somebody going, what do they scream?
Go.
Pull. Go.
Ho.
Row.
Heave.
They always got the little megaphone.
Heave.
Skull? Are they singing Skull?
Heave.
Cheers.
Hi.
Cheerio.
Hi ho.
It seems like a very British sport.
Rowing?
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
They got those long 50-foot little teeny weird canoes.
It's got to be called rowing.
Is it called rowing?
What else would you call it?
Well, that sounds...
Kayaking?
I mean, I know how to row a boat on the pond and go fishing. But that's rowing, too. If you got a rowboat.
Yeah, but not competitive.
Skiffing? That sounds like something totally different. Skiffing.
That's like... Rowing. World record rowing championship.
Are they sitting on the boat with 10 people?
Rowing.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. I completely forgot.
It's an Olympic sport called rowing.
Hey,
I told you it was called rowing. Look, just because my math is bad, my English is not great, my geography sucks. I know my Olympic sports.
so this guy, I'm doing 2 reviews, one very positive and one very negative. And this is the negative one. They gave it 2 out of 5, though. It says, and this is Harrisonburg review on niche.com. 2 out of 5. Our family has suffered and was fired for the reason of an scapegoat. And now that has happened, we've had a hard time being able to find something to replace it. Now, it confuses me.
The goat got
Are they a
out?
scapegoat or did a goat escape?
It says they're escaped goat.
That's what it says.
Yeah, their goat got so this
So their
family
entire family
was-
watched one goat,
was fired for the goat escaping.
and now they're having a hard time replacing the goat they lost? Is that what they're saying?
Yes. So in Harrisburg, if you find a goat, it belongs to a family who is just their whole life is ended basically over this goat getting out.
I mean, okay. So here's the positive review on Niche. It's a 4 out of 5. The police is usually there when needed. That's positive?
Because the goat got out. Cop's not busy anymore.
That's positive.
He's already given up. He's not even looking for this goat no more.
I don't know.
You know, they'll steal your rabbit, but I don't think they'll steal your goat.
They'll kill you. They'll shoot you for your rabbit.
That kills
Shoot you dead. Kills your ass
for
dead.
your rabbit,
So
but not your goat.
we will also not be eating at the Brick House Tavern, which, according to the review, it's a pizza place in Harrisonburg. But it's a tavern. Isn't that bar food? Like cheese sticks and fried mushrooms?
Says it's possibly the worst pizza you can get in Harrisonburg. Saggy, tasteless pizza.
Saggy or soggy?
Saggy, whichever one you want to go
It's
with.
also a dirty environment. Both the tables and menus were sticky.
It's saggy then.
Is this where they got the pizza sauce, the pasta sauce they slammed on the wall?
Yep.
Service-wise, our pizza slipped off the metal thing. It was served on and ended up on the table and floor. We had only eaten one slice. A competent manager would have provided a replacement pizza immediately.
Who dropped it? They had already eaten one slice. So that
It
tells
sounds
me
like they did.
they dropped it.
But there's some... Have you noticed there seems to be a lot of Karens in this town?
Yeah, but
Man Karens,
you
woman
want
Karens.
a new pizza because you dropped it?
Well,
You knocked
look
it
what they
over.
told her. Instead, we were told only some of it went on the floor. The rest went on the table.
Okay.
I guess they scooped it off the table and then they say, I kid you not. We did not eat the pizza, obviously,
I kid you not.
but we were charged for it. A poor excuse for a restaurant. There are several decent pizza places in Harrisonburg and a couple of exceptional ones. Don't bother with this one. I won't be returning or recommending it. Quite the opposite. That's
think I would-
TripAdvisor.
I think we should go to the, well, we can't because we don't have time, but I think if you're in Harrisburg, you should definitely go check out the Brick House Tavern because Karen will not be there. Saggy and tasteless, she will not be
It
there.
was actually rated like a 4.2 when I looked at it.
So Saggy Karen had tasteless pizza
So you might want
in a
to
dirty
You
environment.
might want to sub another word for saggy Karen. That might
Soggy Karen.
that's even worse maybe. Please, Karen, fix whatever's sagging and soggy. She can do it with the man girdle. So, and then last but not least, because I'm a quarter Jew, Einstein Brother Bagels is there. And this is a man Karen that reviews this. There's just Karens all over this place.
Are we eating in the car?
Yeah, because we ain't eating at any of this place. This guy calls it a train wreck. And this is on Yelp. No greeting, no eye contact, no thanks. Is he saying no thanks because I didn't look at him when he walked in?
He's mad.
I asked for a mini bagel that was stacked in a jar on the counter. It was inedible. When I complained to the cashier, she informed me that I asked for a dog bagel. What a total idiot. What a total idiot. Brad is laying on the floor choking. He didn't see that one coming.
No, I was trying to take a drink of water.
When I pointed out that there is no label in the jar whatsoever, nothing that indicates that this is made for canine consumption, she just said that she thought I had bought it for my dog, which makes sense to me.
She just wanted to see him.
Then he quotes himself, "God damn it, did you see me come in here with a freaking dog?"
Oh, I'm dying.
These people are total idiots. Selling bagels can't be that hard.
Apparently it can be.
Well, dude, you're a total man, Karen.
Apparently it can be that hard.
You're drooling. Or is that coming out your nose? Oh, my God. So, evidently, we have no racing to speak about next week.
Oh, man.
I know. We got
It's tears, man.
We got supercars next week. I'm trying to do the closing, which Brad usually does, because he's crying and drooling and his nose is running because the guy ate a dog bagel.
Just
a dog biscuit. Wow. So, what will we talk about next week? Supercars.
I guess we're reading more reviews. Let's read Black Friday reviews.
I wonder where our next stop is going to be. Is that Bristol? Is that another 350 miles?
I don't know. That's where your hotels
Did you just say we're going to do black reviews?
Oh, excuse me. Black Friday reviews.
Oh, I was going to say. You're going to have
happening.
Wow.
Because on Black Friday, fights happen. People get mad.
Oh, yeah. They'll beat the snot out of each other at Walmart.
Man.
For like a TV that's $10 less than it was last week.
I'm just imagining that guy
eating a damn dog. I can see it.
He's like, give me one of these treats, right? Thinking it's like
I want
snack.
the mini bagel.
Thinking it's like a snack.
Dude, I've seen those.
Eating it going, this thing tastes horrible, lady. Like,
I've seen
it's a dog biscuit, you idiot.
There's an Einstein Brothers bagels in, was it Marietta? They're obviously dog treats, even though they're tiny.
They look like bones.
What would make you think that is for you?
Oh, I'm dying. That was killing me. I don't know. We'll figure out what we're going to talk about next week.
Oh, let's figure out what those levers are on the Super V8 Australian cars.
I thought you already knew.
Well, I believe they're non-biased. They're biased braking systems for drifters. That's how they go around the corners faster than ever. We'll talk about, let's imagine what it'd be like on an Xfinity car.
When is no, that's 2 weeks. The championship Super 8 car race is in 2 weeks, so we'll be talking about that after that happens. Jeff Gluck put out on the teardown that they're going to be getting rid of stage racing at road courses. That's the rumor, at least.
Maybe they should get rid of some road courses.
I'm good. Just get rid of the whole race. That'd be an off weekend.
Yeah. Give the guys a break on Easter.
Yeah. Let's not run the Bristol Dirt Race on Easter. All right. That's all I got. You got anything else?
Right. Oh, I do have some. We have put most of our shows on YouTube.
Yes.
We want to live stream while we're doing the Cannonball Run.
We need 50 subscribers.
50 subscribers.
So if you listen and have not subscribed on YouTube, please... It's Race Car spelled backwards on YouTube. Just go find our channel. I will definitely...
We're not even asking you to watch it. It's just a picture of Daryl flipping the bird at Kyle Busch.
Yeah, and our show.
But, do us a great favor, subscribe to it, and that'll get us to where we can live stream on YouTube while we're doing all of 79 miles an hour, getting 50 miles to the gallon, traveling across America doing the Cannonball Run.
For probably 50 hours.
I'm hoping it's less than 40, but we're going to get...
I think it's going to take us 52 hours. Let's make our predictions now, and then we'll come back in February and see who is the closest. So I'm going to go...
52.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with that too, 52 hours.
So we got 10 stops at 10 minutes apiece. 2 hours of stopping. I'm going to go
42.
Less than 45. Let's just do over under.
All right, I'll take over 45.
I'm going to do less than 45.
All right. I'm good with that.
Less than 45 hours. And still...
You say less than Kurt, I say more than Kurt.
Yeah, basically. Or was that Ty?
Kurt.
Kurt Ty.
No, I'm not a Ty fan.
Not either. Maybe Ty should get the Tide car. Can we get Procter and Gamble back
Can
to
get the
sponsor?
dude bombs.
Yeah, dude bombs. He is a dude bomb.
DB.
Let's lay off him for a few weeks.
Yeah, we'll get back on it in February.
Or next week.
Season 2.
It could be next week. Who knows?
Episode 42. Hey, next week, episode 42. Like, Ty Dillon.
Yeah.
This week was like...
But he's going to be Noah Gregson 42 next year, right?
Yeah. We're just going to be GMS fans.
Yeah, GMS, totally. We're there. So, what do you usually say at the closing? It's all on you now, Brad.
Oh, yeah. I didn't print off our cheat sheet.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Make sure you check us out on Spotify. Rate us.
Don't forget to rate us.
Don't forget to...
You didn't say your
follow us
special
on
word
Twitter.
today. I got Putin in.
I did say wackadoodle.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to listen to the episode and find the wackadoodle.
I said it right after you said Putin.
I was so Putin about the dude bombs being dropped on the Ukraine.
So make sure you follow us. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Leave us a review. Check out our website. It's racecarbackwards.com. And go follow us or subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Other than that's all I got, Jamie.
That's it, guys.
All right, y'all have a great week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving. A happy Turkey Day.
Enjoy it. I will.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to a race car spelled backwards.